Good morning. Good morning. It is so nice to be here. I am now going to check with Ruth because it seems that I went ahead and did not hit public. So, oh, Pamela, there you are. Oh, thank you so much. Sandra, so glad you're here. I was wondering, oh my God, did I do it again? I need to check with Ruth to see if I did my settings, because I don't know what happens. It seems like I hit public and then something happens and then it goes away. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Hey, okay, Pamela, I've got you. By the way, Pamela, I'm doing that, and Peggy Lee got you too. Okay, she did. Thank goodness for Ruth. She fixed it for me. Thank goodness. Hey, Leslie. Okay, I've got Pamela, Peggy Lee, and Leslie. We have so much going on this month, and it's really amazing. But I have a special request, and I really need your help. And that is that Facebook is still blocking my website, theclaritycreator.com. And they are saying that it was reported as abusive. So those of you that know me know that's not the case. Now, you can go into the help section and respond saying that you know me and know that this is not the case and why is what happened to my website. However you want to word that in a positive way, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, I have the possibility of sending you a link, but I wanted to make sure, because I've responded twice, or it might have been 3 times now, each time I've tried to use my website or a bit.ly link that's related to my website, and they have said it, and they have blocked my being able to do that post. So I've responded at those times, and I noticed that the response form, after this long link, I'm telling you in an email, it was a long link. After all of that was there, the letter at the end changed. So hey Lori, I'm not sure if it has to be a separate link that you've followed to get there. If you go into the help section, Leslie, and I can't follow it right now, but if you go into the help section and it says that you want to respond, you will have some options of responding: to report abuse, to report a post, to report problems that you're having with Facebook, that kind of thing. And it's usually an other type issue that then you can comment. I have let them know that I am not abusive. I don't post anything negative. I don't even involve myself with any stands on politics or religion or anything controversial at this point. Those of you that know me know that I'm holding a positive intention for all that's out there, all that's going on, seeing it whole, healthy, and well. That's the real point of being here. It's about love. The basis of everything that I do is about love. I am heart-centered. I am heart-forward. That's what happens with me. That's who I am. So the very fact that I've been reported as abusive, my website, and those of you that have been on my website know that's not the case, is a difficult thing for me to see. The other part is that with Facebook, somebody can report you as abusive and there's no recourse. Even when you comment and go out there and comment, it will be helpful because they believe in numbers. So if a number of people then respond positively to me and my website, and that there is no reason that I should not be able to be posting it, that will make a big difference. That will help me a lot because it is about the numbers. If you could share that with anyone else once you have that link, Leslie, that would be really great. Or Sandra, anyone that is going to do that for me, if you let other people know. Hey, Rita, if you let other people know, it would really be wonderful because I I know I could move to another platform. I know those options are out there. That's possible. Change the name of my website. There's a lot of options, but I really feel that this is unfair. And so if you can help me with that by letting Facebook know, and the one way to find that out is if you write a post that has my website name in it, theclaritycreator.com, you will get a response. So in that response, hey Trisha, in that response, you should be able to click on a link that says, if you do not believe this is true, then post a response. If not, go into the help section to do that. I'm working on finding out if the link that I currently have is usable for more than one person, because if it changes the letter at the end, it would it then would show different respondents. But if the letter at the end doesn't matter and you can still use that link, that would be helpful. I really feel, and I'm holding the intention, that this will be resolved. I understand that it's, their game, their rules. I get that. But at the same time, I have seen some terribly abusive and hurtful posts on Facebook that are still going on. And how that happens, I don't know. Yet I'm determined to be abusive. And it only takes one person to report you, and there it is. So I'm holding that intention. I'm moving out of that energy. The energy that I'm in right now is a positive outcome of seeing me being able to clear, I love that, clear theclaritycreator.com to be able to post on Facebook. You will notice that I have 50% off my Connect with Joy reading, but I could not post a link because that link will, then my whole thing will not be posted at all. I would not be able to post anything in the comments. So, and of course, this is affecting Instagram, because now Instagram is not letting me do posts or comments. It's an interesting issue, but I'm holding fast to the vision of this being resolved. I know it. I feel it in my heart because it's what I'm choosing to go with. So those of you that are here, if you can help me with that, post favorably in the help comments. Oh, inquiry says that the max Facebook jail time is 21 days. Well, and this happened to Burge Smith Lyons, who has, who does Essence of Being. She told me that it took her 2 months. So however it happens, whatever needs to happen, I would appreciate your commenting favorably to Facebook in the help section, in the response, so that I can hopefully move out of jail, as Peggy Lee said, and be able to post my website. So, as I said, I have no idea who reported me, why it's reported, whatever it is. Oh, submitting an unblock appeal, Peggy Lee. Oh, thank you. Okay, my Facebook has not been disabled. The only thing that's been disabled, Peggy Lee, is my being able to post my website name. In not being able to post my website name, I can't post the specials. I can't post links to the online tarot gallery reading. I can't post anything, any of the links that I normally post in the comments. So that's what's happening right now. But if you can find any more information on how to pursue this, I am open to your comments, because it's a tough nut to crack. I mean, like I said, it's their thing, and I don't know, I'm following whatever advice I'm given and whatever avenues are open. So I really appreciate you and any help that you can give me. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And I'm actually chuckling a bit because Venus is retrograde in Gemini. And then it's all about how we think and how we communicate and how we say. It's all being reviewed to be responsible and caring, so that we are communicating in a more loving way. That's Venus, in a more caring way. So who knows? Venus goes direct June 25th. That could be the end of my 21 days. All I know is I'm setting the intention that this happens. So along with Venus being retrograde still in Gemini, the sun is in Gemini as well. And this is about curiosity and variety and being open to new things. The moon is in Capricorn right now, so it's making us responsible and it's making us get better organized. I don't know about where you are, but we here in the south are having a whole lot of rain. And it's going to be raining for the next couple of days as Cristobal moves through. So it gives us time to add to sheltering in place activities with the rain itself. I still can go out on the porch and I still watch those wrens, mommy and daddy, feed those babies in the midst of all of it. So it's amazing. Mercury's in Cancer, so we're focused on home, and that's not a surprise. June 18th is when it goes retrograde. So it will retrograde from the 18th. Hey, Olivia. From the 18th through, thank you. Thank you, Peggy Lee. I appreciate that. Any information I can have to help correct this issue, I lovingly accept. Thank you. Thank you. So Mercury retrograde in Cancer is bringing our attention to home, which is no big surprise. It will go retrograde June 18th and will stay retrograde until July 12th. And we'll have more on that later. I'll have another Facebook Live regarding that. And when Mercury goes retrograde, we will have 5 planets retrograde now. So it is about slowly getting things worked on, slowly getting things corrected, allowing us to have this opportunity to do that. So that's what's really, really great. And it isn't a bad thing. So on to the eclipses, because we already had our eclipse for June 5th. And that was at 13 degrees Sagittarius. Now, let me just run through the signs real quick and how the June 5th eclipse and the one that's on June 21st, which is our solstice. It's at 0 degrees Cancer, this new moon. So you can imagine what a powerful day this is going to be, and especially a powerful day for setting intentions. Cancer is about home and the heart and the loving and the nurturing that we do. And this gives, it's also about our ancestors and how we came into this world and what's important for us. So this is real, all of these things are, hey, Andrea, and so nice to see you, and Laura, yay. So this is really, both of these are important. The eclipse that we just had in Sagittarius is a great one. Yes, it can last 6 months, but it wasn't as powerful as this solstice and new moon eclipse at 0 degrees Cancer coming up on June 21st. But we still need to know how these affect us. And it's not about changing it or going into hiding. It's about being aware of the energies that are out there, being aware of what's happening so that we can navigate it in a peaceful, successful way. And that's all this is about. It's not about creating fear at all. It's about being prepared so that we know how to do this and do it in a timely fashion and in a loving fashion, because we've got Venus retrograde helping us do that. So for Aries, it highlights education and your beliefs, and you may learn a new skill. You may get involved in some of the discussion that's going on. There's so much happening in our world right now. You may feel the need or the desire to take a stand personally on how you feel about things, and that's not bad. That's good, because it is about sharing that positive energy and getting it out there. On the 21st, the focus is on home and family for you and your personal life, because there's changes coming. And I think the best thing that we all can do right now is just recognize change and be prepared for it. That's all. Just know that the great need right now is to be flexible, because things are not, they're not feeling firm right now. Now, I have an older car, so the cushioning in my driver's seat has kind of sunk down and flattened out. And since I have a little, 2-seater convertible, I need to see over the steering wheel. I think that's a good thing, right? So I've had to put another cushion, a pillow, thin pillow, only about this thick, on my seat so that I can see what's happening. What I found out is that every time I get out of the car, I look like I'm having a hard time, but it's only because where I'm sitting is moving. The cushion moves as I try to turn and elevate myself out of the car. Without that pillow, I've always managed to jump out without any problem, no matter how low the car is. But in this case, it's really hard, and I have to kind of like hold on and steady myself. The times right now are like that. You're feeling like, whoa, it's like almost like quicksand, and I step, and what's happening? Know that you're going to be fine. This is your time to find that balance within yourself, to know exactly what it is that you want. You're having this opportunity to, and this is everybody, by the way, you're having this opportunity to sort and sift out what really doesn't make you happy, what's really not working. And it does make a difference. It does make a difference, because as long as you're secure with yourself, anything is possible. So for Aries, for these two eclipses, include some quiet time, because there's a lot of choices out there. There's a lot of actions taking place that you could participate in. Be selective on what is really important to you. For Taurus, this full moon lunar eclipse that we had this past Friday highlights family and finances. So, also personal affairs, those things that you value, the intimate thoughts and relationships that you have. So changes are coming. It's about, yes, sort out what's not working. And this is for everybody, because it's really important now that we really get in touch with our core and who our authentic self is. And Peggy Lee, I know you fully understand what I'm talking about, because it is important that we not be pulled apart. We've got to be truly connected to ourselves. With Taurus, there will be some money issues, and they'll be calling your attention. And it's all some things that can be handled. There may also be someone close to you that may have some health issues. So, and that will call your attention as well. So that's important. On the 21st, this draws your attention to your thoughts and ideas and your communication. Again, Venus retrograde is making us really focus on that. So you may feel more emotional. It's okay. Understand that. So that if you feel it ahead of time, and sometimes it's really hard when somebody just hits that button in you that just makes you want to explode, but don't. Take a breath. Take a breath. Everybody, I mean, we can see it in our world right now. Everybody is on edge. There's things happening that we need to see so we can correct it. Not just globally, but also within ourselves. So that's what's really, really important. So there may be some activity with your neighbors and siblings, and it's all good. So really the most important thing for Taurus is be open to positive change and just feel the love. That's what's really out there for us right now. So for Gemini, this June 5th emphasized your alliances and close relationships. Your marital status. I guess I should put my glasses on. Having trouble reading my writing. Oh boy. So how you feel about commitment may change. There may be reassessing. That's why I, especially for everybody, wanted to have the half price off special for the Connect with Joy reading, because the Connect with Joy reading that for this month special is not just for you personally, it's also for couples. It's also for possible business partners or current business partners or friendships, mother-daughter within a family. I've done that as well. It's all about how we communicate and how we are together. And this reading is 1/2 hour, real simple, down to earth in terms of just getting right to the point. So it is on special for the half-hour reading for $49. So do consider that. Also as a gift, especially for realigning with someone else. This is a way to connect that removes the two of you from it, and it comes from another source to look as an observer and as someone that's not involved in the situation, but then can be helpful in that situation. So this is also finding balance in power relationships. That's really important. It's about maintaining your power. As soon as you start pointing a finger and assign blame, you're giving away your power. Any type of blame is giving away your power, because then you've given it to someone else. You said they're responsible for what happens to you. Someone else is responsible for what's going on in your life. That is giving away your power. You are the one in charge. On the 21st, your attention again is on finances for Gemini and ethical values. Holding fast to your authentic self and what you feel is true. There's going to be a change in finances. It doesn't mean bad or worse, or good or bad. It could be whatever it's going to be, but there will be a change, and just know that you're in charge of it. You can handle this. So you discover what makes you really happy. So for you, be prudent in spending this month, Gemini, just to be sure that the financial issue stays level. Now for Cancer, June 5th spotlighted work and duties and obligations. That's 6th house. So health also issues may be coming up. So be flexible and be careful in these times. As you know, we're still sheltering at home to a certain degree. Florida still isn't, that's why I still don't see Teddy. Florida still hasn't gone into phase 2 in South Florida where Teddy and Tim are. So, you know, we're still holding fast to some of these rules, and it's important. On the 21st, your appearance and the way you approach people and activities, because this happens right on you. This new moon is at 0 degrees Cancer if you are a Cancer sun sign. So how you approach people, how they view you, all of that's going to be really important. And this also will affect you emotionally, because you are a water sign and you are an emotional sign, and that's fine. That's great. But just be aware that this, and you'll be feeling it before it comes and happens. So just make sure that you're doing whatever it takes for you to establish boundaries. And this is the guide for this month, especially with these eclipses. Set your boundaries. Be firm with your boundaries. If you're not comfortable with whatever is happening around you, set those boundaries, because you don't want anybody taking advantage of you, and you, again, do not want to give away your power. And you know what's interesting about all of these signs is that it applies to everybody. It really, really does. Okay, Leo. So June 5th highlighted the 5th house. That's what I call the fun house. So it's be mindful of the fun you're having. That means don't take any risks. Now that we are having some of our rules with regard to sheltering in place changed, just be careful about how we do that. I'm not saying be fearful. I'm saying be careful. That's two different things. So it also affects your creativity and children, romance. It's a wonderful place to be. So just enjoy that part. Just enjoy it. And just enjoy it with being careful. So the 21st, secrets and spiritual life. Examine all agreements, all documents for any mistakes, any errors. And of course, we're right there at the beginning of Mercury retrograde. So meditate, pray, because this is all 12th house. Meditate, pray, yoga, retreats, whatever it takes for you to stay in a peaceful place. That's what's really important. It's about being cautious and being careful. So for this, the guide is to remain poised and present to the positive. Do not allow outside things happening to affect who you are. It's about maintaining your authenticity and your own truth, standing in your own truth and power. So, and that's really a message for everybody now, because it's just happening that way. This is really, really important, to stand in your own truth and power with those boundaries. So for Virgo, June 5th, your attention was on home, family, and your personal life. And this has definitely been the case for sure. So there's adjustments in the domestic situation. It's amazing how when we spend so much time together that we find out, well, wow, I didn't really notice that before. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. But now you know that it can be corrected. Again, if you need any assistance at all, that Connect with Joy reading is half price off this month. And it is, for those people that have had it, it's really insightful and helpful. So that's just for you to think about. Again, the link is not in the comments. Message me, I can send you that link. But or we'll work on the communication part, because I won't be in jail forever. Right, Peggy Lee? So, June 21st, it happens in the house of the higher mind, Virgo. So your views can change. And that's a good thing. We are in a real process of change right now, because when we come out on the other side, it's going to be better. And we're going to be seeing that change and by the end of the year. So you may want to earn another degree. Your philosophy, your way you view life will be affected. The most important part is be kind in judging yourself and others. This is really, really important, Virgo. Look for the positive aspects. We all need to do that, but look for the positive aspects. For Libra, it's about your thoughts, attitudes, and communication. You are an air sign anyway, so here it goes. It's happening. On the 21st, your status in life will have an adjustment. It's going to be moving towards the positive, and it moves towards the positive as well in your career path on the 21st, Libra. So choose your companions carefully. If you have that goal in mind, you know what you want to accomplish, even in these times where we're not quite sure what's going on. Just have your goal in mind and choose your companions carefully. Scorpio, it was on the 5th. You were looking for what can improve your status. Okay, and organizing your work habits. Now, by status, it means like, okay, this is how I view myself. This is how I view myself personally, within my family, within my business. What do I want to accomplish? How do you see that? That's what I'm saying. How do you see that happening? On the 21st, education, travel, and beliefs. If you're tired of school, you're like done with it, especially a lot of the online stuff that's going on right now, take a break. Don't push ahead when you're not ready to really do that. So just take a break. It's really important. Most important, Scorpio, don't scatter your energies in too many directions. Stay focused. Have your eye on the prize, whatever that happens to be. But do not be scattered. This is not going to be, especially for you, Scorpio, you're the most intense sign of the zodiac. So this is really important. Sagittarius, June 5th, your appearance, how others view you has been on point in what people want to do. And time to change your image, time to work on your health, time to, nowadays, when I come on to Facebook Live, your eye is on the prize, Andrea. Good. Yay. I get to put on makeup, and it feels good. Then I kind of feel like, oh my, I'm back to my old self again. And I like that. Rather, we can get kind of lackadaisical, relaxing in our, it's been nice for a while, but at some point it feels good just to dress up. Even if we don't have a place to go, just to do that, just to dress up and dance in my own situation here. Thank you. Okay, so avid meddling in others' affairs, that's the focus. Do not do that. Do not allow others to interfere with your personal life. Set those boundaries, because Sagittarius on the 21st, you will have a focus on your finances. For Capricorn, on the 5th, attention to secrets and private life. So get in touch with your spiritual side. It's about renewal, going inside to know who you really are, what's really happening. That's really important. That was this 5th. Now for the 21st, one-on-one relationships, cooperation, and issues related to that. So it's all about communication and commitment. They have an increased importance right now. Again, any issues with that, the Connect with Joy reading is half off. That's really important. Don't invest in dubious ventures. Some things will sound almost too good to be true, and if that's how it sounds, it is too good to be true. So be careful. Do your homework, do your due diligence, make sure that whatever, and there are a lot of things coming out of the woodwork now. I mean, I get a text saying that I have a $2,400 refund coming from Costco. Well, I didn't purchase anything for that amount, but click on this link to get that cleared out. So there's a lot of things out there where you're thinking, wow, I could really use that now. Maybe they'll send it to me. Don't go there. Conserve your resources. That means all resources, Capricorn. Conserve your resources. It's really important. And you have a strong attention to income and money, so that's good. Aquarius on June 5th, goals and social connections are spotlighted. So review your priorities with that. You're still in that energy of June 5th. So yes, review priorities, focus your desires and intentions. On the 21st, changes in employment, duties, or obligations. We're looking for, again, to be flexible there. It's also the health sector and travel and exposure. So you're getting out there. It's about changes in employment and duties. It's about all these areas. Be flexible. The changes don't have to be negative. The changes are positive. What we're feeling right now is in this really enormous amount of change that makes us feel like it can't finish, it can't be right, it can't continue, but it's making us correct what we need to correct so it can be better, and that's what's really good. So be positive with people that support you, Aquarius. That's important. And Pisces, your attention on the 5th is to business and to your status. Hey Brenda, I'm so glad you're here. So protect your reputation, choose friendships and activities that are positive and enhance your standing. Again, boundaries, what's important to you, how you're bringing that in. On the 21st, your love life and creativity are highlighted, and how do you look at fun? And this is a good question for you, Pisces. What is fun to you? What does fun mean to you? What does joy mean to you? Whatever that question is it all comes from your heart. You're a water sign. You're very intuitive and loving. What is it that you enjoy that's fun? So the most important thing is use relaxation in your life, whether it's yoga, meditation, reading, whatever it is that makes you feel better and more comfortable. And so these are some amazing eclipses, and we still have another one in August. We still have Mercury retrograde, which I'll talk about later. Also, the Connect with Joy reading is 50% off, whether just for you to connect with your own inner joy or with those around you. So that's really important. Now, I had Pamela, Peggy Lee, and Leslie down who signed on first. So let me get the cards here. And also, online tarot gallery reading is on the 18th. And there are more places available because it is now a subscription. You kind of get an idea when we do this, when I do this one card reading now. But what's really important is that you get a multi-card reading within the online tarot gallery, and it's only $9.97. That is amazing. Okay, here we go. Pamela. Okay, this card comes up a lot at this time. And those of you that are on here and have had it before. It's the Five of Wands. So again, it's about conflict and confusion, a little bit of chaos thrown in, and this really applies to all of us. And thank you, Pamela, for having this card drawn. The most important part is to recognize that you're on top. You're in charge. You're in control. If there's any message about now, it's to know that you are in control. Do not give away your power with blame. Hold on to that power and make it work for you. And this is what's all happening down here does not have to be within you. That's really important. Okay, Peggy Lee. shuffle real quick. You're going to love this, Peggy Lee. Empress. And notice Peggy Lee, the heart. This is what I love about her. And especially now, from what I'm feeling, is that you are following your heart. You are leading with your heart. You are making sure that whatever you're doing is about what makes you happy and brings joy, not what other people are telling you you should do. You're not throwing everything away to just say, oh, I'm just following my heart. That's not it. It's about making sure that you're being true to yourself and holding on to that, because that feels so good. That feels so good to embrace that authentic self, even if it goes against what other people think you should be doing. It's about love and sharing it, and that's what you do, because you really are in charge of it. Whoa. I think you've had that card before sometimes too. Okay, Leslie. Oh, I really like this, Leslie, especially in light of what you've been doing. This is the Two of Wands. This is about, and this is fire sign, so this is about sending your message out to the world, out into the world, and knowing that this is a positive message and a message that comes from things that you are passionate about, because Wands, being the fire sign, is about following your passion and being authentic with that. So you are putting that message out there, and I've seen your Facebook Lives that you've done, and that has really been exciting that you have just shared that out there, and that is a wonderful thing. Continue doing it. Continue doing it, Leslie, because you will see the rewards of that. It will come back to you. The Three of Wands is about all that you've thrown out to the universe is now coming back to you. But first you have to get that message out there, and this is really, really important, and this is what you're doing. So this is really, really great. I like that. I like that. Now, this is what we do in the online tarot gallery reading, but with more depth, of course. We are not just doing just a few seconds of it like I'm doing here. This, we spend some time with developing it. And in some cases, we have even had a second card, because there just wasn't enough, I did not get enough information from the first card. And the whole point of your being there is to get clarity. Hello, the clarity creator. So that's the really main part of what we're doing in the online tarot gallery reading. Again, I wish I could post those links for you. I would love to get that out there, but until I'm out of jail, as Peggy Lee says, that's what it's going to be. So again, the Connect with Joy reading, which is not just for individuals, but also for couples, whether business, personal relationships, it does not matter. I have done it with married couples who were so positive about the outcome, because they wanted to take their relationship to the next level. They wanted to make sure that this wonderful relationship that they started and their connection and intimacy continued. But there was something holding them back. And it really helped in confirming things that they'd been thinking about, but it gave a positive direction to allowing that to grow. I've also done it with a mother and daughter. I've also done it with people that are prospective business partners or current business partners. I've done that as well, where they wanted, again, to improve their communication, which would also affect their positive return and their financial abundance within their business, for them within their business and personally. And that involved making sure their communication worked. Yes. Hey, Jackie. I'm so glad you're here. So have a wonderful Sunday. And for here in Florida, it's a wonderful rainy Sunday. I think it's the whole state is having rain. I know Jackie has rain down by her. And my son in South Florida has had rain constantly. So, Teddy can't get out. And, a four-year-old not being able to get out. We have rain here now, and I'm we needed it up here in Tallahassee, so it's a good thing. I really appreciate you. I really want you to understand that. I am so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you support me. And I appreciate your taking the next step for me, especially with Facebook. If Peggy Lee's research says that I'm going to be in jail for 21 days, I could handle that. But I also would like to know that I would also like Facebook to know that there are people out there that care, and not just about what I do, but also the fact that they can censor me without any recourse. That's a little amazing. But it's Facebook, their playground, their rules. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for any help that you can give me. Enjoy today. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, joy has your name on it. Thank you.